మనం ఇప్పుడు ఏఐసిసి స్పోక్స్పర్సన్ గారితో మాట్లాడదాం. ఎలక్ట్రల్ బాండ్స్ పైన సుజాత పాల్ గారు మనతో పాటు ఉన్నారు. వారిని అడిగి ఎలక్ట్రల్ బాండ్స్ పై నిన్న హిస్టారికల్ జడ్జిమెంట్ సుప్రీంకోర్టు నుంచి వచ్చింది. దానిపైన వారి యొక్క ఒపీనియన్ ఎట్లా ఉంది తీసుకుంది. మేడం, టెల్ మీ అబౌట్ సుప్రీంకోర్టు జడ్జిమెంట్ ఎస్టర్డే about regarding electoral bonds. How you feel?
We welcome the Supreme Court judgment because it has upheld the fact that the right of the voter is supreme in any democracy. The fact that the BJP had brought in electoral bonds, which we have been opposing right from the beginning. The Congress party gave many representations to the Election Commission. In fact, one of the petitioners was one of the Congress leaders, Jaya Thakurji. And when they brought it into 2017, how Arun Jaitley ji defended it was ridiculous, because our leaders have been talking about how there is no transparency, how those who are in power will be benefiting from this scheme. But nobody was listening at that point of time, because when you have a mandate as huge as the BJP has, then you tend to become as egoistic as the BJP. And if you have Mr. Narendra Modi, there can be no one more egoistic than him. The fact is that there were 5 laws which were changed. Why did they have to be amended? Because corporates needed to be benefited. They said that the system in which the cash which was coming in to parties was not transparent. This was their argument. But the fact is that when they got the electoral bond scheme, the money which was coming in, there was no information that could be given to the public. So this was not in the public domain. And hiding it clearly meant that the right to information had been weakened. And secondly, the fact that the right to privacy of the corporate cronies was being maintained. And that also shows how the government was benefiting. The government, whichever party is in power, they always are in an advantageous position. But here, see, how was it happening? If you see the collections of the UPA time, BJP and Congress, the data which is out in the public, that was almost 50% each of them. So now the difference is that they are getting about 99% of the funds, and we are getting almost nothing. The entire opposition is getting nothing. So when you talk about the funds which are coming to them, a number of the bonds which were bought were of the denomination of 1 crore rupees or more. So you tell me which common man is going to donate 1 crore rupees? So clearly it was the corporates which were benefiting, and no corporate is going to be donating without wanting something in return. So this was a clear matter of quid pro quo. And that is what the Supreme Court has struck upon. And it has been called unconstitutional, illegal, and that is what makes it even more important for the country. That the fact that the voter should know who is getting how much money, which party is getting how much money, from which person is it getting, which corporate is it getting, and what are the corporates getting in return. Because in a democracy, we are choosing a government, and the money that is going to this particular party, they will use it for the campaigns and influence the mind of the voter. And they will have that much of money. They will organize events. And haven't we seen the Prime Minister do that? So that is what is very, very important. And we welcome this judgment. In the next 3 months, the State Bank of India has been told to come out with the list of all the donors of all the parties. Now, it'll become clear, but let's see what the government does. Will it allow this process to continue, or will it go for a review? That's what I'm hearing, that they will go for a review. So that means they don't honor the people of India or the democracy of this country.
Do the Congress demand any election reforms?
Of course, we've always been for reforms. We are the ones who brought the constitution. We are the ones who established democracy.
Election commission selection.
Absolutely. We are the ones who brought in all the constitutional institutions today. We are the ones who have always gone for reforms. We are the ones who always have promoted reforms. And when the BJP brought this electoral bond scheme, why did we say that it was not correct? Because we could see that this would go a long way in encouraging the scamsters who would support the party in power. And that is what has happened. So the electoral bond scheme is a huge, huge scam. We stand for electoral reforms, but we will never allow any party to use money of the corporates to influence our voters or to undermine the democracy.